Hello. Mm, let's listen to something else. Nah. Mm, message request. Got a message request from a bot. Love to see it. Oh. Okay, so I decided to change the pose that I was working on yesterday to the one I have on stream right now. So let's get to it. I'm just gonna drink a little bit extra water. I'm really dehydrated today. I'm trying to make sure I'm drinking enough water. I know I'm not. Also, I edited it a bit so it has like shorter proportions because I want my OC is short, so I want her to look short. But it's kind of hard for me to visualize it sometimes. Okay. I just got some crazy deja vu. I don't know when, I think it was like a week ago. I actually, like, I've had this commission for a while, so I think that's why I got it. But it was like, I got called out for like, I don't know if it was for tracing or like using AI or something. But they were like, "You're doing this," and I was like, "Nah, man, that bitch is like literally from Suicide Squad. What are you talking about?" I don't know why I just remember that. I just remember that. I like the loopless. I feel like that's more confusing. I feel like it's so hard to see my lines because like the artwork is like neon colors, and I usually use neon colors to see what I'm doing. Maybe I should use like red. I don't. Let's see. But then there's like red in the picture too, like red and black. So that doesn't help either. So I can't use red. I can't use black. Blue? I feel like that's a little bit too dark. No, because then like the background's kind of blue. Yellow. Alright. No, that's like worse. I don't know. It's kind of hard to see. I'll add like a 3D effect to them. I don't know if that helps or makes it worse. I think it makes it worse. I am streaming a bit earlier than I did yesterday. So the goal is to get this sketched out in full. I'm gonna move my tablet slightly. Out of the way. And I think I want to turn her slightly because dude's gonna be sitting here. Well, that's not like the proper. Dude's gonna be like here, so I think if I like slightly 3/4 angled. That he always be had him. Let me put a cap on this water bottle because it's probably gonna spill. A lot of uh, um we're gonna turn the head slightly and then like slightly like 3/4, right? Yeah. I don't know why I'm trying to do a pose that's like not what I have a reference for. Well, I'm gonna make my life difficult. I'll make this look more. I'm kind of bad at perspective, not gonna lie. Okay. Uh, let's draw the magic cube. And then we do the same thing. Okay. And then other cube. We're like drawing Minecraft Steve here. I wish I put this on different layers. That would have made it easy. Babe. No. Oh, no. So if I tilted this box, right, it would be going down slightly. We're learning perspective in real time. Oh, my tablet. That's okay. How you doing? I'm doing good. Trying to fucking learn perspective live on stream. Don't trust me, I'm a doctor. Don't worry, guys, I'm an artist. I'm realizing how bad my perspective is. I always felt like I knew how to do the shapes at least, and I just was lazy and didn't do it because I didn't want to. But I'm coming to realize that's actually like not the case. I actually don't know what I'm doing at all, and that's interesting to learn about myself. You know. I know, like the stuff, the big box in the middle looks like it's like too thick, and we'll fix that later. It's just like a general area. It's not like the actual proportions. If that makes sense. Okay. Now we'll lower the opacity of this. This one, this one is definitely gonna need like a few sketches. How are you doing, Asuka? I didn't ask. We need to play a game. A bit tired from work, busy week. Damn, dog. What are they doing to my boy? Overworking him. Shaking my head. I need to make. Hold on, let me double check. Let me check. I'm manifesting right now, okay? I'm manifesting. Do I have anything else on? I already played this. I need. I'm so glad I caught that because I miscalculated the fuck out of that. I need to make $70 by the end of the month. Wish me luck. Shake them up. I'm on it. Just give me an address. I'll show up. I'm so up for game. Let's see. What game do I want to play? I haven't played a game for a little bit. Um, I don't even have Steam open. What's wrong with me? I kind of want to play Supermarket Simulator or or Party Animals, fishing, and card games. Good luck, Jinx. Why are you telling me good luck? Did you finish emptying your box in the house? Not all of them. I have 3 boxes that are like halfway empty. And then I have 2 bins. One of the bins is just electrical wire, so I don't need to unpack that. It's just like wires that I need. Another one is like blankets for the winter, so I just need to put that in storage. And then I have 2 boxes in my room. Make that 3. 3 boxes in my room I need to unpack. But that's probably gonna be like, I think 2 of them are probably gonna go into storage, so maybe that 1. So in total, it's probably like that I need to unpack is probably closer to like 2. Just to be safe, I'm gonna say like 3 boxes left to unpack for my stuff. And one of those boxes is closed. So once I put my dresser in my room, you get to put that way. Damn, still so many things. Yeah. It's okay, so like what ended up happening is like once we moved here, it was exhausting, right? Because we had to move everything and we only had like a few days to move everything. So when we got everything over here, it was really, really exhausting. And we had to put up the essentials like the big furniture, the beds, right? But because we had to move so fast, it wasn't like we packed very efficiently. So, for example, like my clothes are with art supplies, kind of a thing, you know? It's not like my boxes make sense. And so, like, I have to go through some stuff, go through other stuff. And then I've had to reorganize furniture because my room is smaller. I actually don't even have a closet. And then it was not even just exhausting because of the lack of time. It was really traumatic. Because after like after the first 3, it took us like about 3 days to pack and then 3 days to move, like to get everything over here. And then on the last day, it's when we started to move furniture and like our beds and stuff like that. And like having to get the essentials out, like our food, pots and pans. And then because everything, like we just had to shove things in this house. Like we couldn't, like, you know, like no, if you've ever had movers, they usually put stuff in like every room. Like they will put the kitchen stuff in the kitchen. They'll put the living room stuff in the living room. And then they'll put like the master bedroom with their stuff. And every bedroom will have their own stuff. But we didn't have that. So like all the boxes were together and disorganized. And so not only do we have to like, every time we get a new box, we have to move all of the other boxes out of the way to get them. And that's tiring. And then like after like 2 days of unpacking, all of us were like exhausted and moving a lot slower. Basically like I unpacked like half a box and like that's all I could handle for that day and I was exhausted like, and it wasn't even like, it was like a lot of physical exhaustion, but it was like a lot of mental exhaustion as well. But yeah, today I finally got all of my stuff together and sorted together. But yeah, and we're still like coping with this whole situation. I think it's more like at this point, it is more mental than physical. Like for me, it's hard for me to process what's really happened because I'm still not unpacked yet, but I know I'm struggling because like I gained like weight during the whole process. I did end up losing it, but like I'm still like stressed. Like today I woke up with like an anxiety attack. So like I know it's affecting me, but it's affecting me very like subconsciously and at a physical level. And I'm pretty sure the same for like My mom and my sister and my brother. They're all dealing with stuff in their own way. And then on top of everything, like we still had to work, you know? Like everyone still has their fucking jobs. So yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. And we also did like a lot of the moving ourselves. Like we didn't have money for like movers and stuff. Um, so we had to do like all the packing and loading and shit like that ourselves. And we didn't have like we had like a lot of heavy furniture. Um, and also it was really difficult because we actually didn't have access to the house right away when we had to move, which would have made it a little bit easier. But yeah, we didn't have access to the house till like the last second, like kind of like the second to last day. So we had to move stuff to like a garage and then move stuff from the garage to the house. So yeah, that's kind of why. Here's the thing, I've moved a lot and I've moved more faster. I think this one just really caught us by surprise. Well, it was illegal in the first place. And it was extremely stressful because of the landlord threatening to cut off. Well, he did cut off the power and then he threatened to cut off the water as well. And we had to have like an emergency thing to turn the electricity back on just so we can like continue moving. And then on top of everything, it's hot as fuck. Like, and what sucks about all of it, he didn't change the locks to the house until like 2 days ago. So we could have gotten like 3 weeks to move and it would have been a lot less traumatic. And we wouldn't have lost so much money. And our mentals wouldn't have been so fucked. Yeah, we found this house like really easily. I think like my mom and my brother were just driving around and they literally saw like a for rent sign and just took it. So that was super, super lucky. And despite all of that, despite all of that, I think this is for the best. We are gonna need some time to like settle down, finish unpacking everything. To have keen eyes. I don't even think it was that. I don't believe in coincidences. I think it was like some spiritual shit going on. Because how is it the day you get evicted, literally the same day, literally on the drive after you find a place? This place is cheaper too. We have a yard. The dogs are absolutely loving the yard. The dogs are actually getting along. We used to not like let the dogs interact because they would fight, but they're actually getting along now, which is nice. Makes things a lot easier. Yeah, I like it here. I'm still like getting used to everything. My only complaint is the kitchen. Whoever designed the kitchen was kind of an idiot, low key. Hold on, let me show you how the kitchen is designed real quick. Hold on. It's really bad. Okay, so like this this is the door to the backyard. There is a space here to do washer and dryer, but it's not big enough to have a washer and a dryer. You have to buy like one of those that stack. So like the washer on top of the dryer. And then there are some really large cabinets here. The cabinets are actually pretty nice. I'm not gonna complain about them, but they could have made them like a smidge shorter and fit two washer and dryers here, but you know, whatever. And then there was a little space here. We ended up putting our freezer here. We have a tall freezer, like a standing freezer. There is a countertop here with a washing machine. The washing machine does not work. The guy wanted to change it, but he hasn't done it yet, which is understandable. Um, okay, so this is the part where it's kind of dumb. Yeah. This is like the wall. Like imagine this is like not here, okay? I didn't draw it to scale. I apologize. The sink is right here. It's a double sink. And you can't reach this part of the sink because this is in the way. So yeah, you can't reach this part of the sink. You only can reach this one. And then you have like a stove here. The stove is nice. And then there's like a tiny like counter here. We put um we put the air fryer here, and then the what did we put here? A microwave here. And then we have the fridge. But they have a lot of cabinets in the kitchen, but there are a lot of cabinets that don't really work. Like this corner right here. So like if you're looking at like hold on. Look, I'm not the greatest at perspective, so just deal with it. So this is this corner, okay? This corner right here. Um there is there's like there's cabinets there that you can't really open, and then there's like a little skinny cabinet here that you can open and it goes through the whole thing, but like it's just a regular shelf here, so like you have like a cabinet door that's like the size of your wrist to access this entire cabinet. Yeah, the cabinets are very interesting. This is a hella design. Yeah, yeah. What they could have done, what I would have done, is empty out this cabinet and put the washer here. I would have put the washer here, and then I would have like, since there's an open space here, I would have just made this like one longer and then put the sink here. And then you would have like a little space here to put stuff, maybe like some flowers, I don't fucking know, and then like maybe like coffee maker, and then just like a place to like cook food, you know? That's what I would have done. Excuse me. But you know, we didn't design it. It was like I hate to say it, but like I'm not gonna say it this way. But it was definitely designed by someone who's never been inside of a kitchen. Like they've never cooked, they've never washed dishes, they've never done anything kitchen related in their life. They're like, it needs a sink, it needs a stove, and that's it. That's all they cared about. I still hold them. Yeah. It's fine though. Although not having a dishwasher and then like also not having access to like the sink does make things like a little bit more difficult just for like maintenance purposes. But beggars can't be choosers. I don't really like how this is looking, so we're gonna try to fix her up. She looks. I made like the bottom half a little bit too. It's almost ween. That's such a yes. What are y'all doing for Halloween? Work. No. You gonna buy yourself candy? What's your favorite candy? I feel like I'm having the same problem with this pose as I did with the other one, where I couldn't get the perspective right. I love lollipops. Oh, lollipops are good. Mm. favorite candy? I like hard caramel. White House that have gum inside. I like the White House that have chocolate, which is funny because I don't like chocolate that much. But like the Tootsie Pops, I like the lollipops on those because they're like very fruity. I like how fruity they are. But that's just my opinion, you know. My opinion doesn't have to be right for other people. Like, if you like the chocolate, it's better. It's fine. You know what's funny and like kind of infuriating? So like something that's becoming popular and it's like kind of like Queso's fault, but like basically he does this thing that whenever people leave, he like makes them feel bad, almost like a jealous girlfriend, being like, "Oh wow, you're gonna go to sleep and leave me? Like what the fuck? Like you don't have to do that." You know, like what I mean? Or if they leave to go watch someone else, like he'd be like, "Okay, you're banned." You know, stuff like that. And it's really funny, right? But I like low key, like I think high key, he actually feels that way, which I think makes it funnier. And so I noticed that a lot of other streamers started doing the same shit, which is like fine or whatever. Like I don't hate. It's like, you know, do whatever you want. But I'm mad because like I used to be that type of person, not like for streaming, because obviously like I didn't start streaming until like whatever day I started streaming. Um, but I used to be like very like jealous and like felt that kind of way. Be like, oh, you're just gonna leave? Like you must like I do that as a joke sometimes when like people are gonna go to bed. I'll be like, wow, you really hate me, you know, stuff like that. But like I do that as a joke. But like I get kind of mad because it's like, bro, I could have monopolized this when I was like mentally unwell. But now that I've worked on myself, what the fuck? I can't do it. What the fuck, bro? Just my luck. Why does this look so wrong? You just pick on everyone at that time. Like I jokingly like make jokes like if people have to go because they like are busy, I'll be like, "Wow, you hate me." I'm like, but like that's obviously a joke, you know. Mm. Kenichi is going live, and I think they have a new model. I just want to see the model. I unfortunately can't watch the stream because it'll fuck my internet. Okay, I'll check back. They have starting soon screen. Maybe I changed the pose. It's not really work. What was the other pose that I was using? I delete it. I think I deleted it. Hold on. This was the original pose. Maybe I try to like combine the two. Lego slurp. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Keep thinking people are coming into my room and it freaks me out. Like it's okay if they come in my room, I just like it still scares me. It's not like the biggest deal in the world, so I don't really know why it freaks me out, but it does. I get easily startled. Like I get scared really easily. I like, hate it. Like I will literally scream if someone taps me on the shoulder. Like it's no joke. That's what. Yeah. Every time I hear like any noise, I'm just like, I'm not the happiest that her knee is like covered. I think I did it at the wrong angle. Like I think her knee is supposed to be like over here, but it's like over here. But if we want to be happy, we're gonna have to amputate. One leg. Leg gone. Who needs a leg? No one needs. Everyone go legless. It's kind of like when you go paperless, you know, save money on shoes. Heck, it's so damn cold in this country. I wish it was cold up here. I'm dying from heat exhaustion. I can't get this foot in the right angle. I keep turning it too much. Wow. I can do this top part, but I can't do the bottom part of the leg. Because it's like going further. Like the foot gets smaller. Something like that. Something like that. I think I gave her cankles, but you know, what are we gonna do? Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Zia Ashira, you piece. Hold on, let me read chat. Hello! Panda vibe, lover. Always got a respectful can draw. Thank you, thank you. You just call me Shira. You got it. I wish. Well, if you don't want to learn, I could help. I've always wanted to do classes, although I don't know if I'm good enough to like do classes, but who knows? Maybe people will still want. I could teach people how to draw to my skill level. My editing is where my art's at. You know what? Everyone has a passion. I can't stand editing. I hate editing with a passion. It's like thank God for editors, you know what I mean? Like, bruh. Da, 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 da. Same. That's funny. It's like maybe it's like with art, like learning art, doing art is like a very like grueling process sometimes. But like there's a drive to it and it's hard to explain, you know? There's sparks that happen in it during the process where you're like, oh, I did this good, or I did that good. And then the end result is very rewarding. Mm-hmm. Although with art, I will say I started loving the process more when I started like experimenting more. Because I used to have like a very strong process in like how I do things. Um, like very methodical, you know. Once I stopped doing that, it made it a lot more enjoyable for me. It's so satisfying when you reach it. Mm-hmm. Getting out of the box helps sometimes, yeah. I think, well, I followed a certain process a lot of times because it was the easiest way to edit and adapt when I made mistakes. But once I improved past that point where I didn't have to rely on that so much, and it actually became easier to fix mistakes later on when I finished everything and like merge it all together. I was able to get rid of that whole process. But it is scary to get out of that box because it's like your safety harness, you know? I was gonna ask if your VODs get muted with music, but I noticed you don't have any VODs. Oh, I have to approve them on Twitch, which I completely forgot about. But no, they don't get muted because my music gets muted. Oh, there's one that's kind of muted, and I think it's because I played something on YouTube. But we can publish all of this. Wait, what happened? What? Wait, what just? Wait, you just gave me 10. Why? Thank you. Magic trick done. Oh my god. I was all tabs. I didn't see it. Oh my god. Thank you. Oh my god. Wait, who's everyone that got one? Morning Wombat, Lego Slurp. They were here earlier. I think they were new. Oh, Riri got one. Lava, Tuigi, Corpse, Moonlight, Princess Dark. Need a substance. Yeah. I keep telling myself I need to do that, but then I keep forgetting. My alt account got one. Oh no. Wait, Azure! Oh my god. Wait, is that you? I don't know. Wait, did Azure get one? Or are which one is your alt account? Oh, thank God Az didn't get one. She's my rival. Oh, okay, okay. I thought you were because you put Azure's emote, so I was like, wait. Delta League. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Thank you for the subs. Thank you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. How great is that? Arch chill face. I have the arch enemy role. Cute. Considering how nice Ezra is, I'm just like, damn, arch enemies are ready. She's been popping off. She's very dedicated. I just realized level 3. Jeez. Pestering me. You don't have to be sub to me to be here. Imagine if my stream was sub only. That'd be so fucked. Be like, how dare you guys talk to me without giving me money? Why are you giving me more stuff? I will save you, hydrate. Oh my god, thank you. Hype, 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 hype. Can't believe we got a hype train today. I was not expecting that at all. I'm negative $50. Can't do anything. I kind of do this for some reason. I don't know. I did this for Az. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Got money. I'm joking. Imagine. But they are all gifted. Everyone else got one. I will watch the ads to support. Damn, you're a real one. You are a real one. As the arch enemy, I got to be. Do you have like? You should get like, if you don't already, you should have like a arch enemy OC when I do VTube. Oh, are you a VTuber as well? Do you stream? I'm an oh, I love Eldrix. Hold on. Gotta go check out your VTuber. You know what? You remind me of those like TikTok trends in the past where people did that shadow people. That's so cool. I never figured out how they did it. I never figured out how they did that. What game are you playing? Void Breaker. I've never even heard of this game. What a game. It looks cool. I do the same thing watching others' content helps boost my confidence. That's interesting that it helps boost y'all. I feel like it makes me more nervous. It's okay. You don't have to plug, but I'll plug for you. We support people over here. Why did I get a sweat emote? How cute. Look how nervous he is. Poor guy. Look at that poor little guy. Oh, look at him. Oh my god. Hydrate. Is this Harley Quinn from S Squad anime? It is. It is. Good eye. Good eye. Just be honest. Yeah, I get you. Have you heard of that new hit anime called Unalive Squad Isekai? I have apparently. There's some dolphin man. I actually haven't seen it. So this is actually part of a like collab commission. My friend Trinity wanted to do like a Halloween duo artwork, and I am Harley Quinn, and they are gonna be like Joker from the anime. So this is them, and we're gonna color it, and then this one's gonna be me if I can get the proportions right. This is my second time sketching the body because I don't know what I'm doing apparently. I look good. Okay, like let me show y'all. Like she has like such a look at this face. Isn't that so cute? Look at that. Isn't that's like I feel like if you're gonna watch it, this is the only reason you should. Look at that face. Isn't that so cute? Phalanges are the worst thing to draw, right? Absolutely. The best way I can describe drawing a finger is having to draw a three jointed arm 5 times or 4 times next to each other twice. Let's think, man. Yeah. Although hands are the thing that makes them challenging is one that they're really small. Like hands are pretty small compared to the whole drawing, but they're more complicated than everything else on the body. And for what? If I could draw, I would. You only need two things to be able to draw. You have, and they are one, you have to like it enough to start learning, and two, you have to like it enough to keep learning until you're good. That's it. See, that's the thing, exactly. It's a lot of effort. And most people just have passions and other things that they would rather do. Stick with world building stuff and editing. See, and stuff like that, like, I don't want to learn. Like, could I? Probably if I take the time, but you know, my brain doesn't look at that and say, yippee. It's just like, if I could magically have that skill, would I? Yeah, absolutely. But I like that in my world. Here's the thing. Um, the programs are confusing to me. Like most 3D modeling stuff, editing stuff, it's not very beginner user friendly in any sense of the word. And you have to have the willpower to look up how to do everything basically if you don't know. Yeah, I think that's why it's difficult, like, because it's like not very like it's the entry point is like a lot like harder in difficulty than like other things. And I applaud anyone who has taken the time to figure that shit out because it's not gonna be me. Not I. Like, holy, I never thought an editing software would defeat me. Like, the amount of projects I've started and not finished is too many. But, like, I don't know. I just love creating things to make people smile. Yeah, like, even in art, there's a lot of stuff I started and, like, never finished because it's like, especially art that's like, just for fun. Like, there's no, like, deadline. There's no, like, it's not a commission. It's not an assignment. It's not something like I have to do, you know? I think I like the pose. I think I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied with this sketch. Took me 2 hours to sketch this. No big deal. Luckily, everything else should be easier now that I got it done. Yeah, like, let's go. Where's my water? I thought that the sketch, like, usually it doesn't take me that long to sketch. But sometimes, you can't really control how art is gonna work for you that day. These are like these. I like this expression. It's so great. 2 a.m. here, still cooking. Woo! Also, why aren't you going to bed, Asukai? Hmm. Asukai. Is that a new food? Yeah. All of the streamers are talking about it. Oh, maybe I should draw her face before I draw everything else. Don't know, can't find sleep yet. I don't follow trends, never heard of it. Crazy. Why is this so satisfying? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know. That's who I am. I don't know. I think it's just the process, you know. We just like the process. That's the only thing I can think of. Your music taste is actually chef's kiss. Like every song. Oh, nice, nice. I'm glad to hear it. I like it when people like my music. Like, who needs a personality when I have good music? You know what I'm saying? Like a musical country song next to it. And you never know when you need to switch vibes for a quick second. Sometimes I have to switch vibes. Like at the beginning, the very beginning of this stream, I was listening to like rap, and I was just like, I'm not really vibing with this today. So we switched. Why are you looking for music when you got Jinx's playlist? Very perplexing when it's 10 a.m. in the morning. I'm on my train to a master's, and the music goes from like Linkin Park to Life is a Highway to jazz. The crazy thing is, I've had playlists like that, and like, I don't notice. I feel like I only notice it's like crazy switch up when like other people are also hearing it and they're like, what the fuck? You know? I reached a Spotify playlist cap the other day. I didn't even know there was. They have a cap. What the fuck? Like you can't make any more playlists, or you can't add any more songs to your playlist. Either way, it's bullshit. But still, I might just try to like. Let's see how our hair is. What's your opinion on horrorcore? Um, my opinion on any music genre is it really doesn't matter what genre it is. There will be good music and bad music. I do think some genres tend to have more bad than good sometimes, sadly, because there might be something in it that I don't particularly like. But yeah, there's good and bad in every genre. For example, the only genre that I really have issues with, and it's kind of cliche to say it, but it is country music. But not for the reasons you think. Like I don't just hate country music like outright. I hate the accent because I'm from Texas and I'm very used to the country accent. And the thing is, when you sing, your accent tends to go away or is very much subdued, that you would only hear it at certain words and syllables. You're not going to hear a heavy accent throughout 100% of the song. You might hear it like maybe like 5 to 15%, depending on the song itself. But that's about it. So when I hear a song with like a really heavy accent, it irks me. And the thing is, I love the country accent. Okay, I grew up in Texas. I love me a country accent. I think they're top three, one of my favorite ones, maybe top four. So I don't hate it. I just hate forced country accents. And unfortunately, a lot of people in country music do force country accent. Now, with that being said, there is some country songs. I'm really bad with names, so I don't know them off the top of my head, that don't have that like forced twang. And I think they're very good. I don't even understand. I speak this language. The actual music I tend not to hate in country, like the instrumentals. I don't mind. It's more the vocals that I have the issue with because I love country accents. I grew up around country accents, and I just know that's not very natural. That's not a very natural accent when you're singing. So it and I'm someone that like when I listen to music, I like to like my mood tends to meld with the music. And so when my brain is focusing on the fact like that doesn't sound right, I can't enjoy it. So it's not like the song itself is bad, but it's just like I can't focus on it. because it's like so jarring to me when they have such a forced accent. I'm sure a lot of people don't care, but I care, and it bothers me. I got so distracted by this comment. I looked at Harley's drawing and I was thinking, when did she get away? Just now. Now, the thing is, so my OC, this is my OC dressed up as Raven. She has really long pigtails. So I was thinking of doing like long pigtails with like the color on the tips. So, but like now that I'm looking at it, I don't know if I want to do the long pigtails or the short ones. Let's try short just for the let's try short for the hell of it. Let's see. Maybe we'll like it. When you see someone and this is with anything art like and they draw like a strand of hair so naturally, I'm like, fair. On that one strand of hair. Yeah, I've never really struggled with hair too much because even if it's not perfect, I'll fix it later, so I don't really care too much. There's like some people like they will get a line wrong and they'll be like uh, 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 ah, 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 and they're like trying to get it right. I'm like, whatever. I'll get a fire. What do you call that? So I feel like listening to Ice Nine Kills new Joker theme song. Ooh, let's see how very cool. Pinks, pinks. The circle movie, yeah. Oh, I like the pigtails are too high. But you know, the people who do take longer drawing a line, they tend to have better liner, and I don't really have good liner. So the way I go around that is I basically color first and then do the liner after if I need it. But yeah, I basically do the sketch and then I color it, and then if I need to like redo the lines, I will. One thing I forgot with my OC.
Why are you barking?
One thing I forgot with my OC is responding to like the rating the VTubers doing. Because I've done that 3 times and every time my design's been called boring, I'm like, wow, what the fuck? That's rude. That is rude. Like, I'm sorry you've been through that. That is hella rude. There's a lot of people who do those things that definitely fucking shouldn't. Because a lot of times, I saw like one, and it was just like Mean Girls type shit. And they were like shitting on like everyone, even if it was a good design. They were like finding something to nitpick on like every single thing. Yeah, that's the thing though. Like people, like you can't just like if you're gonna critique, but like there's a difference between critiquing and then like being an asshole, and that's why a lot of people shouldn't do that thing because they don't know the difference. Like, for example, you can say, like for example, mine. You could like say, oh, maybe the proportions are off, or the shading is weird, or there's too much of one color, not enough contrast, like that. But just calling it boring, like that's just rude. Because that's a personal opinion. That's not a critique of character design. There's a lot of simple characters out there that have a very solid design and that are unique and memorable. So something being simple, and I definitely don't think it's boring at all, you know? It's not busy either. Then again, I'm kind of biased being a skeleton soldier. Yeah, in fact, simpler designs are usually better because they're easier to memorize. One of them double down told me to redesign, and I had to go off Twitter. They told you to redesign. What the fuck? To what? Like, what? Literally, the first thing I said was that I loved your design. Unprompted. That's crazy. I like your design. Nah, they're just a bunch of bitches. Don't even listen to them. That's like actually like yeah, a lot of people don't know how to critique properly, and they should stay far, far, far away from it. You don't even have to say you don't like it, because saying you don't like it is such a personal opinion. The thing about critiquing is that you have to look at it from like a design standpoint, a skill standpoint, and execution, right? Does it have a strong design? Is it unique? Does it have a good color palette? Is it drawn nicely? You know, stuff like of that nature. Like, how is the shading? How is the lighting? How is this? Now, if you're not able to identify those aspects, like if you don't know the difference between a good and bad design, then you should not be on there. Like, if you've never designed anything in your life, You should not do those things at all, in my opinion. I was based the concept off the lo-fi girl with loads of references. They just started chatting pre-con stream with like two. Nah, that's fucked. That is so rude. Rude. That stuff just aggravates me so much. Like, as an artist, I meet a lot of people who are new to art, and art is such a personal thing. And I would never, ever, ever want to discourage anyone from ever doing art. And I feel like those same concepts apply to someone's VTuber design. Like maybe they didn't, like some people made it themselves, but a lot of people didn't. But they spend a lot of time and effort to create something that represents them. And it's extremely, extremely personal. And to just go up to someone is like to be like, hey, can you critique this? It's like a very vulnerable thing to do. And if you're, and if like, and I feel like you should be able to tell when someone's like, I don't know, I feel like, because you can tell like the difference between like, the models that like fucking what's her name, Iron Mouse uses, and like those people who pay $10,000 a model versus like the average model that like most streamers buy, and like I feel like you should be able to tell that a lot of people who submit these things, this is gonna be like their first model or their first few models, and it's gonna be super personal to them. And if you're gonna like crush them like that, like there's like repercussions to that. And like I don't know why you would want to do that. Like if you want to give like I think if you're gonna give critique to anyone ever, it should always be something that can be improved and worked on. Not just it sucks or it's boring and then that's it, Friend officer notice. I was upset for a reason I'm not gonna get into. Sending all to I'm just volunteers. Aww. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're not just offending like the person, like the VTuber, you're offending the artist, in some cases the rigger as well, if they're not the same people. Like, like you're basically at most potentially no, you could be offending the designer, the VTuber artist, the rigger, the streamer, like all these things, Like you better be careful with your words. Like that is I don't know. Some people just have no decorum, no class. Ooh, ooh. But if it makes you feel better, I like your design. I think it's cool. Makes you look like a cool kid. And fuck them hoes. I'm a cool kid. I don't know. It's from like the song. It's like a song in my head when I say cool kid. It's not like I think you're a kid. I don't know how old you are. You could be like 80 and I could still call you a kid. Okay. This is I forgot what it's called, but it's like I'm a cool kid, not conforming as can be. You'd be non-conforming too if you just like if you look just like me. It's like making fun of emo kids back in the day, which is like I don't know why I listened to it because like I was an emo kid, so or still am, but yeah, the old ass song. So is it like two shirts or like what's the deal? Because you see like the jacket here, right? And then you see like the leather top here. So I'm like, I don't know if like this section like mixing with one plug. I don't know if this section here is part of the jacket, a separate shirt, part of the shirt. My being must go slumber. You need tomorrow. Have a great day tomorrow, Shira. Have a good day, Uni. It was great meeting you. Thank you for the hype train. Bye bye bye. Give me 1 second. I want to check something. Um, well, I guess it doesn't matter. I just need to draw what I see. I don't know why I'm trying to complicate shit. My doggo's crying. Oh, I need to feed him dinner. Oh no. Oh no. I'm actually gonna end the stream here. Because I have to feed my dog and then take him out and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Bye 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 bye. Bye Nasukai. Bye anyone who's still lurking. Bye corpse. Happy timing it. Happy time. Bye everyone.